Hi, Virgo. I had a really good response from my last series of videos from y'all, so I decided to do a bonus for you guys too. Whatever. And we're gonna look at your relationship like we did for Cancer, okay? The past, present, and future. We're gonna look at the energy that you bring to the relationship and the energy that they bring to the relationship. And I'm gonna use my Dreamers Tarot here, my first deck that I ever got, to read your energy. It might take a second to get the messages from this one, okay? Because she's been asleep for a while. And then I'll use the one that I normally use, which is some version of the Rider-Waite, but it's golden for your partner, okay? If you resonate with this video, please like it, share it, and subscribe to my channel, okay? Thank you for the response on the last set. I really appreciate it, and it's good to hear feedback. All right, Virgo. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in a relationship. What was the past energy that Virgo brought to this relationship, Spirit? Five of Cups. Okay. Glass half full shit. And depression. Your vision is turned away from the 2 cups that you still have, and it is turned toward the 3 cups that have fallen. So some struggle in the relationship in the past. 2 of Wands in the reverse and the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. Not pulling in an offer, okay? An offer wasn't showing up because of lack of direction. You weren't completely certain on where this was going or what was going to happen, okay? And you have 3 full moons in each of these cards. Okay, your partner was the 9 of Wands. They were working on shit. For sure, working diligently on some stuff. I'm proud of the work that they were doing. Determined is the word that comes up for me. Very determined. 9 of Cups. A little independent. Content. 2 9s. It's cyclical energy too, because 9 and 9 is 18 and 1 and 8 is 9. And perhaps a bit defensive, in fight mode, okay? Maybe when conflicts would arise, this is the stance that they would take. And probably a little bit defensive because of this, well, you know, I'm not certain that this makes sense, but they felt secure in certain of themselves. And so they would do anything to defend that. Okay. Let's look at the present for you, Virgo. What is Virgo's current energy in the relationship, Spirit? Virgo's current energy in the relationship. Virgo's... Nice. 8 of Swords in the reverse. We're coming out of our heads. We're coming out of the Cage of Swords, the mental torment. And one of these swords is actually going through her arm as well. Okay, so we're letting that drop. We're letting some pain fall away. What else? Five of Pentacles, 10 of Wands. As we let some pain drop away, it's almost as if it makes room for more pain to come to the surface. Okay, 5 of Pentacles is left out in the cold feeling. In this deck, there's a door shut. They're not actually physically walking out in the cold. but it's like they're waiting. They're waiting to be let in. You're waiting to be let in here, Virgo. And whatever you're waiting on, it's a burden. Whatever you are waiting on, it's a burden. How about Virgo's partner in the present moment, please, Spirit? What's the energy that Virgo's current partner is bringing to the relationship today? They also have the Five of Pentacles. Okay, both of you are matching each other a little bit here. Withholding an apology, I dare say. Withholding an apology. Not coming in with the love that you need so that you can forgive. And justice. Okay, with these two cards, for whatever reason, they think this is a balanced choice to withhold this apology. I don't like that energy. It feels bitter and petty. Feels petty. Really petty. What else? Okay, what's the future energy of Virgo in this partnership? Oh, damn, Virgo, with these cycles of depression. Four of Cups. It's like you took a step back a little bit in your progression here. Her skin is very pale. It's very white, not a natural. Hi, Moosh, my cat. Oh. It's not a natural kind of white. It's like almost as if she looks like a corpse. Can you see how white that is? As if life has been drained from her. And so that she does not even have the energy to glance back and see this cup drained. It's okay, baby. He might pop up for yours, Virgo. He's a very healing kitty. Hi. The Hermit in the reverse. We're not being quiet anymore about it either, too. There's like time and space now for you to talk about it in the future. The sadness that pains you. Whatever it is that drained you about this relationship. Hi. Yeah. The Moon card in the reverse, okay? So things are, yeah, you know, I don't love to say this, but I do feel like some hidden truths are coming to the surface in the future here, Virgo. And it feels stressful. How about Virgo's partner, please, Spirit? Knight of Wands in the reverse, not coming in strong with an offer. When he's in the reverse, he's even more fleeting than he fucking normally is, okay? Options. There's their Seven of Cups, okay? Confusion and choices. And what do I pick? Where do I go? The Queen of Cups in the reverse. A little emotionally unstable here, Virgo. Okay. And and the sun in the reverse. So to come up in your future positions with you as the moon in reverse, with this shit coming to light, and them with the sun in reverse, it's like, okay, first of all, an eclipse feeling. Second of all, they don't want, why does it feel like a secret? They just don't want this secret to come out. And this is what makes them feel emotionally unstable. Jesus, this is not what I thought I was walking into, Virgo. So this is for some Virgos out there, okay? Some Virgos needed to hear this, evidently. Okay. Let's go card by card and see what we can talk about here. In the past, you are the 5 of Cups while they are the 9 of Wands. You are sad while they are working. And I don't get the feeling that it's on the relationship because they're coming from this place of independence. I'm hearing, okay, so like often I get with this card, I want you, but I don't need you. And for any other sign than a Virgo, I would say that that is the correct approach to take as a partner, okay? But Virgo needs to feel needed. And it made you feel, it's like you didn't know what to do with that. A real lack of direction. Where do I go? What do I do with somebody who doesn't need me? And so they got defensive, and so you pulled back the offer. Let's get an angel card to clarify the energy between you two at this time. 9 of Raphael, 9 of Cups. Make a wish, dreams become reality, a joyful time of life. Okay, so this deck is really super positive, which maybe we could use right now. Let's read it again. Make a wish, dreams become reality, a joyful time of life. So I feel like this came out to affirm that for you, Virgo, whatever their intention was, it didn't feel like a happy time for you, okay? It's not how you knew love. It's not your expression. So it was a bit saddening. It was a bit saddening. And then we move on to the present moment, where you are coming out of your mental chamber, the trap. Okay, 8 of Swords is Gemini. And why does that make them feel left out in the cold? To see you doing something positive for yourself. Do they want to be needed? Okay, and as you feel this disconnect, because you're such an empath, you take on their energy. And now you feel left out in the cold. It's like this tit for tat shit, this like back and forth, just playing a game of catch with this depression. And because they are the type to battle, they stand firm, they hold their ground, and they don't apologize for this, although you probably see it clearly. You know, this isn't you're waiting. In this deck, we are just waiting. And I feel that you are the cloaked one standing up, just like And as you take on this heavy burden, not only your own sadness, but your partner's as well, they feel that this is justice. Again, with the petty bullshit. I can't, we should want our partners to be happy. And I feel these ones go together. Okay, so now you're back in the sad place and you took a step back from the Five of Cups. Now we're really fucking drained. Now the life is sincerely drained out of us. We're not even making an effort to notice, because what's the fucking point? And so they consider their options, and still they hold back. Still they hold back, Virgo. And then we have the Hermit. Okay, in the reverse, this is coming out of hiding. But when I put her with with the Queen of Cups in the reverse, side by side. Let me look at them. It's like your partner is dumping her cup on your lantern to burn out the light. Oh, Virgo. Who is this person? And then all of a sudden, the fog lifts for you and you start seeing things a bit clearly. I love when these sounds come up and they're just like so perfect with whatever I'm saying. Fog lifts for you and they try to hide the truth, their truth. It's just like a whole lot of trauma and I feel narcissism. I would use this one again, but the interpretations of those cards, I don't feel that they work for you right now. So I'm going to pull from the decks I've been using for the advice for you, Virgo. What's the advice for Virgo in this relationship? And then we'll see the advice for your partner. But the advice for Virgo, Jesus Christ. You're not listening to your inner guidance. You're not trusting what you know to be true. You're denying your own truth, maybe, to make this person feel comfortable. It's like there's not enough space for you in this relationship. Okay, and you do have the Moon and you have the Hermit. You have two major arcana, but this is a lot of everyday shit for you. It's just like getting through the days. A lot of suits and court cards. Suit and court cards, excuse me. And for them too. I mean, they have justice in the sun. There's a lack of seeing the bigger picture. What else? Advice for Virgo, please. We're getting caught up in the petty day-to-day bullshit and we're not ascending. Now I'm drawn to this Nine of Raphael again, this Nine of Cups and this positive interpretation. Make a wish, dreams become a reality, a joyful time of life. So maybe this is going to take a massive perspective shift for definitely both of you, okay? But Virgo, I dare say, why do Virgos always get taken advantage of, though? Like, Y'all really do. You're not, well, you haven't been super decisive about who gets your love, time, and energy. Pickers off. Let's see advice for Virgo, please. The Empress in the reverse. We've stopped watching it grow. We've stopped seeing the beauty in it. This doesn't feel like advice, but maybe this sounds like advice to you. Okay, maybe I should speak in terms of this, what this relationship does to you, Virgo. I have one more, please, for Virgo. The advice for Virgo moving forward. The advice for Virgo moving forward, please. Virgo moving forward. Virgo moving forward. Well, that's clear. It might be time to walk off and find your ninth cup. And the advice, maybe what you're learning from this relationship is, or maybe what stopped you from doing this is you see the expression of independence in your partner. And it's a bit fragile. They're not truly confident in it because why would they act in such a way toward you, Virgo, if they really felt that secure in themselves? They want you to go find your ninth cup. Now, I know if I said leave the relationship, you wouldn't listen anyway. So I'm not going to say that. But maybe, okay, so maybe what can ascend this relationship is you walking off to find your ninth cup and exemplifying for your partner how it can be done in a healthy way. Let's look at the advice for your partner. What is the advice for Virgo's partner, please, Spirit? I'm annoyed. Advice for Virgo's partner. Six of Swords and the King of Swords in the reverse, with the Queen of Wands and the Emperor in the reverse. Okay, I'm gonna put them down, take a good look here. Okay. When they feel that they are stuck, in whatever the situation is, maybe it's like panic, when they're panicked, and maybe this panic happens a lot, right? When they're in this space and they can't get to safer ground, they become quite cold and cutting and manipulative and controlling and egotistical and feel slightly empowered by it. Virgo. Let's go through the signs for a second. We have Aries. We have Leo. I think the Queen of Wands could be fire or water, okay? I'm not that for certain, but I think so. But for the sake of this reading, let's just say Leo, Aries, Sag. We have the air signs. We have all the flippin' signs here, okay? We really do. But for major, let's stick with major arcana. We have Aries, Leo, Libra, Pisces, Virgo, okay? Now, maybe these are placements that they have. Maybe. Okay, so what can Virgo's partner do to address this panic? What can Virgo's partner do to address the panic? Stop offering that which is not theirs to give. Maybe y'all just aren't ready for this. What do the romance angels say? Spirit, what's the advice for Virgo and their partner in this relationship? What's the message they both need to hear, okay? For Virgo and their cross-watcher, Virgo and the Virgo's partner, what is the message that they need to hear from the romance angels in regards to this reading? What is the message that Virgo and their partner need to hear in regards to this reading? Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. I feel that at this point in the relationship, or excuse me, in the reading, y'all are going to get quite emotional because I feel like I want to cry. This is sad. This is heavy. This is a lesson in letting go. And I know how hard that is. Okay, what's the general angel message for Virgo in the relationship? Our partnered Virgos. Angels, what messages do you have? Signs. Signs. Your guides are reaching out to show you what it is. What are the signs, Virgo? What are the signs that you don't want to acknowledge? You know? Let's see what crystal energy you can harness at this time to get you through it. Oh, Virgo. I'm going to try really hard to not feel bad about this because obviously things happened in such a way so that this message could come out, right? Because on some level or another, some Virgos out there are ready to hear this and have it validated. Amazonite. Speak from your heart. Amazonite is a brilliant blue-green mineral named after South America's famed river. The best Amazonite comes from Colorado. Who needs it? Teeth grinders. Anyone struggling with Mercury retrograde. Where to put it? Place Amazonite below the throat. Relax your jaw and ask for the courage to speak your truth. When to use it? When your inner child wants a real talk with you. Ask yourself what little you really wants from life. Does it sound like what current you would want if you could just let yourself want it? Perfect. Now say it out loud for the whole universe to hear and go make it happen. One more crystal message for the Virgo. You know, it's pretty clear what's going on here. Perhaps the relationship, do y'all know about a trauma bond? It feels like probably both of you have experienced a great deal of trauma in your lives, and that's what brought you together Now, it's hard for either of you. Oh, excuse me. It's hard for either of you to get out of that. Because it solidified y'all both. Codependency in my brain. Let's talk about this one. Tune into your sensitivity, Virgo. Celestite, what it is. Blue-gray celestite is a delicate sulfate mineral with airy, buoyant, blue cotton candy vibes. It gets its name from the Latin word for heaven, and if you close your eyes and ask nicely, maybe it will take you there. Who needs it? Anyone brazenly ignoring the consistent inner voice that actually has some good ideas for how you might better handle this whole life thing. Where to put it? As a calming adornment wherever you meditate or pray. When to use it? When it's time to stop and really listen. When celestite is a guide, you might be surprised what you hear. It's blue. It's really calling on the throat. Really calling on the throat energy. Spirit would like you to speak up. Okay. To the Virgos who needed to hear this, I suppose you're welcome. We'll see how Leo season goes, okay? Like, high hopes. Do what you need to do for you.